Hi there, and welcome to my channel. I'm Miriam, and I trust you're doing well, flourishing, expanding, heightening your energies and frequencies, your awareness of self, who you are, and why you're here. And it's really important to be focused on this at this time. For those of us who have been seeking truth, seeking answers to the disparities that we've seen going on around us, it's been quite a journey. For some of us, 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, some of us 20 years, looking under every rock, nook and cranny and every corner to find the truth and to know what is going on around us. So many of us have gone down so many rabbit holes, and we've learned a lot about the workings of this planet, to the point where it's been quite earth-shattering to learn about things that have taken place on this planet. And not just for the last 6 years, not for the last 100 years, but thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, and hundreds of thousands of years. Indeed, going back to the original intention behind creation of the universe we live in, that's going way back, billions of years. So where do we stand now? We can only receive, and speaking for myself, so much of what has transpired. And then you get to a point where it's sort of hands up. That's it. I understand now. And then you come to ask the question, well, what is there then? How do I move forward then? And again, we come back to those questions. Well, who am I? What is my soul purpose? What is my passion? How do I move out into the world? These are really important questions. They're very simple. But it takes a lot to get to that profound inner knowing of who we are. And when we come to that place, that balance, that knowing, that integration of all elements and aspects of self, the world opens up for us. And we can engage in life and move forward from a very different place, way more empowered, balanced, grounded place, and loving place. At the end of the day, knowing the truth is knowing who we are, is feeling it in the very core of our being, is living it without any expectation or attachments to anybody or anything. Love for no reason. Absolute love for no reason. And that takes work and it takes courage, because it's not a comfortable place to really go inside and look at oneself. How have I reacted? What are the thoughts that I've been thinking? What are my feelings? What are the emotions that accompany different experiences? How have I responded to them? How have I processed them in good time? And how honestly am I tracking myself in that state of empowerment and self-awareness with all my thoughts and all my feelings, all my reactions and actions? So yes, it does take discipline and a great deal of self-responsibility. A great deal of self-responsibility because it means that we are really understanding what is important, who is important. My being in my grounded self and aligned with my higher nature and the all that is, grounded into the center of the earth so that the Alpha and Omega, the 0 point of me is strong, unshakable, unwavering, clear, and really open to receiving so much love, and just as importantly, to give out as much love as my vessel is able to hold. It's all proportionate. I can only share as much as I receive, and I can only receive as much as my vessel, my temple, this avatar, has been cleaned out, cleansed with the light, the desire for the light, the desire for truth, the desire for all that is good, natural, healthy, on all levels, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So I wish to share with you a couple of the books that I've published right now, well, for a few years now, in the hopes of helping to really pull together what it is that's important for us at this time. When we've done our journey through the maze of stories out there, how do we come back to that which is the simplest truth and knowing, and that is self-love. So this book, Little Girl's Wish, is a coloring storybook. It's a very simple story. It's for children, and it's also for adults. Why is that? It's for the inner children of adults. Our inner children need to play. We need to have fun. They need to play. They need to have fun. They need to know that they're being paid attention to. They are loved, adored, nurtured, and safe. And the way to access our inner children is through play, fun, dance, music, creativity. When engaging in creative acts, whether it is singing, drawing, coloring, painting, writing, dancing, we are embodying the creative aspect of the Creator inside of ourselves and allowing that beautiful energy to flow through into our creation, into our universe, into our world, for others to enjoy and receive as a gift of love. So this simple story is really about the power of love to create change in the world. It is simple, and yet it's very profound. And it takes a deep look at our reality, where we've come from, and the possibilities of really creating change in our world simply by being the love that we are, connecting to nature, connecting to the creative aspects of nature, and aligning that with the creative aspects of self, so that we can share that divine spark and the divine love and light out into the world. And for each one of us to engage in self-reflection, self-awareness, self-knowing, self-love, those sparks that flow from our heart go out to change the world we live in. The next book that I'd like to share with you is Tierra and the Seven Sisters. Tierra, the story is non-fiction couched in fiction. And it's really about how the Earth Mother and the continents, the daughters of the continents, the 7 continents, call all the animals down to the center of the earth to hear the plea of the Earth Mother to wake humanity up, to awaken humanity so that we as a collective can transcend in this time, expand our conscious awareness of who we are, why we are here, our relationship to the Divine Mother, the Earth Mother, and all her creation, especially at this time. It speaks to the history of the planet in an overview for tens of thousands of years. And I wrote it as an overview. It goes into what we're experiencing at this time in a general way to highlight the war between the light and the dark as told in the future to the children. And who are the children? The children are the innocent ones. The children are the ones who are closest to the source as they come into this life, pure and innocent. And it's about love mostly. This story is about love. This story is about how we as a humanity awaken to find the love within us, to move beyond the duality and the polarities that we've been experiencing, to move beyond the narratives and the stories that we've been told and lived our lives according to. A narrative that has kept us really enslaved. And this is the time now. This is the time now for our awakening. This is the time now for us to ask deeper questions if we have not asked them of late, and to really discern and hone in on what is right and what is true, and how we feel about it, and how what we feel resonates with us, grounds us, and takes us into that 0 point of certainty, balance, integrating all that we are in truth and self-love. So that's the story of Tierra. Again, it's a history couched in fiction. And really the whole point of the story is to come to understand how we as a humanity start to awaken to our own divinity and start to embody that and start to work from a place of wholeness, completeness, and unity consciousness for all on the planet. Unconditional love, love for no reason. And that's a good thing, right? And then I wanted to share with you Little Girl's Wish, a working playbook, the Divine Spiritual Warrior and Young Wayshower's working playbook. So really moving forward from that theme of love in a 13-module course journal through different affirmations, exercises, self-awareness exercises to explore the values of love in many different ways, and to really embody them in a profound yet simple way. Simple because I've kept the exercises as light-hearted as possible. We don't need to be going into the cathartic releases that we used to decades ago. I remember, because I engaged in shadow work, 3 intensive years of shadow work, and then beyond, and still. So I invite you to think and reflect upon the power of love and what it means, and how we can embody the greatest sense of ourselves, how we can go deeper inside of ourselves to find that love, to find our connection to the divine, who is us in our highest form, and how we can create a beautiful world around us. The light from the universe and the cosmos is certainly supporting us and enabling us to move into that place. Our part is to receive that light. And again, remember, we can only receive as much as the cleansed vessel that we are, the cleansed temple and avatar that we are. And so it's really important to do some inner work. It's really important to take time out of your schedule to sit either in nature or to find a Zen room in your home where you just like to play some beautiful music, to engage in creative activities, dancing, drawing, writing, singing, whatever it is that gives you joy and brings you so much fulfillment in your creativity. And sharing, just being the love you are. For in truth, that is who we are. We are love. Your name is love. You are love. I am love. We are love. And let's come to that place of unity consciousness. Unity consciousness in a way that I can look at someone or something and know I'm not separate from it. It is part of me. And I can love unconditionally. That which brings us and impulses us to a place of wholeness. So even in terms of the polarity of this creation, we honor and respect and thank those who have played a role in this great cosmic play. Because in a way, the dark side impulses us really to come into the light. And all of us need to come back to the light as we so choose. And we are, and we will. In the infinite, we have all returned. We're just living our lives backwards. That's something to think about, isn't it? I send you my love, blessings, grace for a beautiful day wherever you are, beautiful sleep if it's in the nighttime, in the dream time. May your soul gift you with many treasures in your dreams and through your day-to-day experiences. Flow, synchronicity, love, connection, in a great embodiment of who you are, and that is love. Bye for now.